Making large quantity of food is not funny. Dear subscribers, dear viewers, today I'm making large quantity of food, but the food is jollof rice with chicken. So you can even see from the quantity of chicken here, seeing whole lot of onions that I've put. So even seasoning chicken, there is plenty is a challenge. So you have to take your time after chopping this lot of onions. You add the seasoning cubes, you add the salt, then you pound the pepper and add. Then you ensure that you stir it while it's still on the ground to ensure that it will be spicy enough, and the chicken is actually big size chicken. Dear viewers, dear subscribers, I'm using a toner to mix it while still on floor. Then I'll also be adding ginger. Okay, so I'm making large quantity of food, and today I'll also be having one of um, our YouTuber or Facebooker, a celebrity, 80 TV, is in the kitchen today. When it's time, I'll show him to you. So he came around to help. All right, so adding seasoning cubes to the chicken. Then, while still there on ground, you turn it, stir it, ensure that it's well mixed before you think of taking it to the fire. Right, so I'm grating ginger to the chicken now so that it can still add to make it spicy. So grate enough ginger and add enough seasoning cubes to ensure that your chicken will come out very spicy. Add pepper. You already saw the quantity of onions I added. Add salt. Then once you're done grating the ginger, you mix it again while still waiting to pound pepper and add. Dear viewers, dear subscribers, it's good to have you today in this channel as we make a large quantity of food. I think this is the largest we've made so far since we started this channel. All right, so that means that you can actually contract us to help you make your party food. So I'm actually gonna make party jollof. Yes. So take time to create your ginger. You can actually pound the ginger if you want, or you blend it. But I prefer creating it that way. All right. Once you're done with the ginger, now go ahead to pound a pepper. And I said that it's dry pepper that I'll be adding to the blend chicken. Dear subscribers, dear viewers, cooking large quantity is different from cooking for just your family and loved ones. Okay, so pound the pepper this way. I think the other day I told us, for those of us that are always lazy to pound dry pepper, if you drop a little salt, it will help you and it will be done on time. Alright, so I just added the pepper to the chicken. The chicken is not yet on fire. It's still down here. So let's mix it again. Remember, we had already mixed the onions, mixed the cubes. So now we're mixing the pepper, the ginger. This chicken must be spicy. It must come out very delicious. Dear viewers, dear subscribers, this is the chicken on fire. So I'm cooking today with firewood and also with gas. We frying the chicken using gas, but I'm cooking it with firewood because it's plenty. I'll also do the crayfish for the jollof rice with firewood. Also make the jollof rice with firewood. And dear viewers, dear subscribers, this chicken has been on fire for a while and it's done. So Almost done. Once it's done, this is it. I've brought it back, trying to remove it from the water, from the stock, so that I can fry it. So put it in different filters, still removing them and filters so that the water can drain. Then I can now take time to fry it. I'm actually gonna fry it in two burners, make it very crunchy. Okay, so today's food was for party. Okay, so this is the chicken. This is one of the frying pan. Okay, you can see how crunchy it's looking. Let me show you the second frying pan. This is the chicken in the cooler. Dear viewer, the subscribers is crunchy and it's delicious. Yes, that's an assurance. Okay, so this is my pots in the fire, on firewood. I'm trying to make crayfish, but today I'm using the tin tomato. So I'll make a kind of stew, what they call crayfish, that you can now use to make the different pots of jollof rice that you want to make. So this crayfish I'm making, I'll still add my stock. Remember my stock? You can just add a little bit. Is that stock what that I will use in making all my rice? Okay, so I'm adding seasoning cubes. It wasn't add to taste because while making the jollof rice, you now add it to taste. Dear viewers, don't forget that it's still a tomato and all stuff, so you should stir it so that it won't get burnt. I'm using vegetable oil. Added my onions. I'm adding curry, so you can see how red it is. Ensure that your fire is not too plenty. It's firewood, you have to look for how to regulate it, but ensure that your tomato is done. Added the curry, stirring it. I'll still bring it down so I can cook the first pot of jollof rice. Yeah, it's ready. All right, first pot. This is the stock I'm using for the first pot. So I'll now add some stew or some crayfish to the pot until I've achieved the redness. Before I'll now allow it to boil. Then I'll now add the onions and I'll add my rice. Dear viewers, dear subscribers, if you've been catering for events, you know the ways of cooking this food. Okay, see me adding the tomato to the pot. Okay, until I achieve the color I want. Then I wanna add the remaining stuff like the onions, yeah, like the seasoning cubes. Then you now add your rice. Okay, so you can let me know at the comment section if you've ever cooked for an event or if you only cook for your home use. Okay, this is my celebrity. The jollof rice will be garnished with carrots, and celebrity ATTV is helping out with the carrots. Okay, this is the carrots. The first pot is ready. Let's go add the carrots and stir it. Then we can serve while we'll continue the cooking. It's nice having you ATTV today in the kitchen. Thank you for stopping by. All right, so the food is done. Just added the carrots, stir it, and I'm serving it. Dear viewers, dear subscribers, this food is delicious. Have a beautiful day. Bye.